it's Nikki. So, first of all, I've decided to stop even attempting to make my hair look nice for these videos. It just doesn't, and every time I get to the editing part and I have to like watch the video back, I'm like, I just did this hair. How is it sticking out in 3 different places and clumped together like I don't know what a hairbrush is? You know, like I don't. So I give up today. I don't even think I brushed it. So that's where we're at now in my life. Okay, so today I'm going to show you the stuff my mom made and for me. And then I'm going to show you the stuff that I made this weekend. And then, but before that, we're going to talk a little bit about my future sewing plans because I had to change some of those things. And then, yeah, so let's get going. So first things first, took me a while to get my life back together after being gone. So I really didn't get a chance to start like working on stuff until actually like Friday. I think Thursday I cut out a pattern that I had already traced and did I trace it or did I just cut it out? I think I actually just cut it out of the pattern pieces. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I trace it. There's no rhyme or reason to it usually. But yeah, I had it all ready to go. I just needed to be cut out so I could sew it. So I did that on Thursday, but on Friday was really the first day I actually got to like get to sewing. But you know, like you've been gone for a while and then you get to like screwing around with other stuff and like before you just dive in. So one of the things I was doing was I was looking in the closet for something, like my guest room closet, which I really don't keep very much stuff in there, but I was in there and I saw this box of like clothes. So like I am a closet purger. I will go through at least once a season and just get rid of anything that isn't like I'm already, you know, condoing the crap out of my life. So I will get rid of stuff. So I had done that at some point, maybe like this winter. And I remember it being particularly brutal because I gained all this weight and well, I had been steadily gaining weight for a long time from possibly laziness and health problems. But I had all these really nice dresses and I just couldn't get the zippers up. I couldn't, like, they looked horrific. It was really bad. And so I just, like, what would end up happening is you know, Tim and I would be getting ready to go somewhere and I'd be like, oh, cool, let me just throw this on. There's no way that this won't fit. And then you throw it on and then you're just sad. So I was like, I'm sick of going into my closet and thinking something's going to fit and then it doesn't. And so I just got rid of a bunch of this stuff. But like I said, those dresses were kind of like on the pricier side and I had really liked them. And you know how like sometimes I'm not one to like get sentimental over objects, but I was just really bummed out because in their heyday they looked really nice and I felt really nice in them. So I was kind of like, well, all right, I'll put them in this box and then I'll just take the zippers out of them and stuff, and which is dumb because really they were in perfect condition. So I should have just been like, there was a reason why I didn't mess with them. I'm sure like it all is like leading up to this point. Anyway, so I saw that box in there. I was like, well, you know, I lost some weight and some of the other stuff I had that, you know, I was thinking about getting rid of ended up fitting me surprisingly. So I was like, well, let me just, you know, put some of this stuff on and give it a try, and almost all of it fit. And most of the stuff that I end up still putting back, and I'm actually going to give that stuff away, was just because it was like too short, and it would have always been too short. So, you know, I don't know why I had it in the first place. So, yeah, so my original plan was to sew a bunch of dresses for the summer, but now I have like 8, you know, old but new to me dresses. So I kind of had to change my plans a little bit. Now I already had some stuff cut out, like I said, so I kind of just pressed on with that because, okay, so the dresses that I ended up having were like, they're very structured, they are summery, but they are made of like I would say like heavier things like sateen or yeah, stuff that's got more structure to it. So what I do still lack is like floatier, more casual. Like these dresses are somewhere between date night and barbecue. Maybe fancy people lawn party dresses. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but like they're very like in between. So what I needed was like some grocery getting dresses because I really I don't wear shorts ever. I don't think I've worn shorts since I was probably before I was even maybe I was a teenager. I wore shorts. I don't I have yet to meet a pair of shorts that my crotch can't eat the crotch of the shorts. Like it's I don't know why. Like I mean maybe if I made them myself I wouldn't do that, but I've like every season I try on a couple of pairs of shorts and give them a walk around the dressing room. Within 10 seconds they are just straight up in there. So, you know, maybe it's possible, but I have lived a life for many years without shorts in them and I feel like I'm not really missing anything. So I am a dresses or linen pants kind of girl in the summer. So, or skirts. Yeah, so, but I don't have very many of those. That's part of the plan. So instead of sewing up a bunch of dresses, which are fun, I have decided to switch gears and try to get into doing I'm going to try and do mostly separates. I'm going to try and I don't have very many maxi dresses, so I'm going to try, if I do sew dresses, they'll be maxi dresses or very, very casual dresses. So that is the plan moving forward. Tops, skirts, linen pants, and maxis or super cash dresses, because that's what I don't have. So like I said, I found like 7 or 8 dresses in that box that were perfect, fit like a dream. So I really kind of covered there. So so that is the plan for that. And then so I guess we'll just get into it. So while my mom was here, like I think I mentioned, I don't know what to do with my arms anymore. She took my chair. While my mom was here, she decorated parts of my house and moved some things around, and she is really, really good at that. I think she missed her calling. But she has been complaining about the chair that I sit in usually for my videos is the chair that I usually sew in, and it has arms on it and there's no like rollers or anything, and she has taken slight issue with it since I chose that chair in the first place. And so, but now I don't know what to do with my arms because I don't have an armrest anymore, so I keep trying to find, just ignore me. Anyway, so my chair is now over in the corner as a nice little like sitting chair, which actually like it looks really good, and she is absolutely 1,000% right. And it is easier to sew in my swivelly chair with no arms. So Mom was right, but now I don't know what to do with my arms, and I don't want to move the chair from its corner because it looks really cute. So here we are, me with my weird arm situation. So that was one of the things she did while she was here. But one of the other things she did was she was trying to help me sew some things up, and I was so sick. Oh my god, I was like struck the day before she got here, like badly. And so I felt kind of bad because the whole time she was here I was pretty much going to work and sleeping like all day long. So I mean, I sleep all day long anyways because I work at night, but what little time I did have awake, I was just like, I can't do it, I need a nap, right? So she helped me out and did not ask for much in return. So what she made was McCall 7473 View C. That is this one right here. Now I had already traced the pattern, and I had the pattern ready to go. Like a lot of times I will take, you know, a handful of patterns to work and just do them there. So yeah, so my bra strap keeps falling down. So I had it ready to go, all of it, and I cut the fabric out when I was feeling okay, and then she got to work on it, and so everything went pretty well. I'm gonna insert a video of me wearing it and talking a little bit more about it. You know, she sewed it, so I don't have a whole lot of input as far as that goes, other than what she told me about it. So I will insert that clip here. Hi. So this is McCall's 7473 view. Well, it's supposed to be view C, but there's no sleeves. We left the sleeves off. So I can't give you any kind of sewing review because my mom made this for me while I was horrifically ill. So yeah, I don't actually know. Oh, she did say that the hem was an unholy nightmare in this. So first of all, it's got this curved hem here. One side's a lot longer. Well, two curved hems. And that is going to suck to sew no matter what fabric you use. But this is like a poly. I don't even know what it is. Some sort of poly. It's almost like peach skin, but it's not really like velvety like peach skin. So she said that it was horrific to hem, and she was getting frustrated that the hem wouldn't lie flat and stuff. So that is probably to be expected. So maybe if you don't want as much trouble, use something that presses better. Yeah, so, but I think it looks fine. I think she did a great job. So it's got this little side slit here. Yeah, I think it looks cute. A little gathering here, right? And then it's supposed to have sleeves with tabs on them. Now, we put the sleeves on, well, one sleeve on, and it was terrible. Like, it just looked bad. Like, it was at a really weird length for my arm. Like, it came down to, like, if you look at the pattern envelope, which I'll show you closer well, maybe I won't. Okay, so here's the, come on, you focus. Okay, so here is the pattern. This is the view, right? So to me, that sleeve should be ending right about here. I'm sorry that I'm crusty. I explained last time that I have some sun crust. Anyway, so like right here is where I would expect a sleeve like that once it's rolled and put the tab on would end, right? And that is good to me. But this sleeve would have been like right here, which is just a really weird spot for it to end on my arm. And because my mom had already sewn the tab to the sleeve, like you really couldn't shorten the sleeve unless you like undid the stitching on the tab. Like it was a whole deal. So we just took the sleeves off. Now this pattern doesn't have a, let me back up here. This pattern doesn't have a separate bodice piece for the sleeve versus the sleeveless versions of it. So leaving the sleeves off wasn't really a huge deal. It is a little bit low in the sleeve. She just turned and stitched it. It is a little low, like you could see my bra. And so I would probably just wear like a fun bra. That way if you see it, it'd be like I did it on purpose, right? So anyways, it's really comfortable. Like there's no shaping to it. There's no darts in it. The only shaping is the gathering in the back. And yeah, I like it. It's super lightweight. It feels like it's barely touching my body. I like it. And then the V, it does have a facing in here, which my mom somehow managed to turn out right. I don't know why I can't get right with facings, but anyways, it lays flat. It's nice. She did a really good job. Okay, so that was that. Okay, so that was that one, and I'm happy to have it. And I will probably make it again. It's a pretty, like, it's kind of a statement top, so I don't know how many of these I really need, but I will probably, at a minimum, make it again next summer. So, but for this summer, I think probably that was plenty. But yeah, other than that, it was fine. And I do like that sleeve style. Like, I find sleeves that have a slight drop to it, I just like them. I don't know, I can't attest to how flattering they are on me, but I like to wear sleeves like that. I like a lot of different kinds. You know what? I'm not even gonna, I like it. Okay. So then she made me a wearable muslin of New Look 6517 View D. The pants right here. So it's a wide leg pant with a patch pocket. I explained all of this in this stupid video clip. I don't know why I'm even talking about it right now. Yeah, so she made those. I love them. I can see myself wearing them a lot. I haven't worn them out yet because I think I wanted to, I had to do the hem on it, and I didn't get to that until Thursday. It was one of those things I did Thursday. No, I did it Friday. Yeah, I did it Friday. I hemmed, I did a blind hem on it. And my mom could have hemmed them, but I kept telling her not to because I wanted to do the blind hem. And she wasn't really trying to live that life. So, yeah, so I like them. I will probably make more of these. So, yeah, that was new look. Then on Friday, I finally got to sew for myself. And I started with, oh wait, let me put the video clip of the last one in right here. Okay, this is new look 6517 view D, the pants. This is another one of the things that my mom made for me. The only thing that she wasn't able to finish was actually sewing the hem. We got them like marked and stuff before she left, but so I just did a blind hem on it after she was gone. So this has got a flat front and an elastic waist for the rest of it. Patch pockets. My mom was asking me like what top stitching I wanted for the pockets, and I was like, white. And she was like, seriously? Right? And I was like, yeah. But I thought it would look really cool, and I think I was right. So I really like these pants. I think the fit is really close. We didn't really have a lot of time to screw around with it, and these were meant to be a wearable muslin, and I think they most certainly are that. Rare when I can actually achieve a wearable one. Yeah, basically they fit really good everywhere except for the back rise is a little bit short. You can see how it dips down right here to accommodate my big booty, which is fine. I think maybe a full seat adjustment would fix that, because really like the crotch length is fine. Like it fits fine throughout the whole crotch. It's just not long enough right here, right? So I think that would be very easily fixable. And honestly, like if I pull them down a little bit, you know, I don't think anyone would notice. So yeah, I really like them. And then the pocket is huge. Oh, I love that. So the leg is like the perfect wide for me. And I'm glad that we hem them for like a flat shoe, because all my other linen pants are, let me make it so you can see my head. All my other linen pants are hemmed or are store-bought, and so the hem is a little, like I could shorten them, but I don't, and then I end up stepping on them, and then it's like a whole, like then the bottoms are gross, and yeah, but these ones are perfect, so I can like just wear my regular shoes. And I did not make this top. In the other video I had made those, I wore them with the ginger jeans, but this is a ready to wear like tank top from Target or something, and that is honestly what I will probably wear with this. So pretty simple. This is kind of exactly the look I was going for. Summer day, cool breezy. I like the white and the blue together. So basically now that I know that they fit for the most part, just one little adjustment and I probably should be good to go on the next pair. So yeah, I really like these, and I now have another pair of linen pants to add to my linen pants collection for Nikki's summer happiness. Okay, so basically I moved on to Simplicity 1059 right here, and all of these are almost the same. One of the views has sleeves, one doesn't, and then one of them has a sash and the other one doesn't, which to me is, that's kind of a cop-out. Like, it's the same dress, you just added a sash to it. That doesn't make it a different whatever. You get what I'm saying, right? Like, to me, like, this dress has two views, one that has sleeves and one that doesn't. That's it. There's literally no other difference. Now, okay, so this pattern I'll put the video clip in right here. Okay, this is Simplicity 1059, the like vintage reprint Jiffy pattern. Super simple. This pattern only has, well, delimitates, that's not a word. Yeah, it depends on how many facings you eliminate. So I did not do the armhole facings. I chose to do a bias binding on that instead. I did the back facing and the front facing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 pattern pieces, including the sash. So, yeah, this is very comfortable. It came together in like one night, which is good. And I like the shape of it. I saw on Pattern Review that everyone looked absolutely beautiful in it. So I thought, well, I'll just sew one up and this will be a wearable muslin because this isn't fabric I'm super attached to. So, yeah. Now on the pattern envelope, the length is supposed to be shorter, like probably right here. But I did not want that. I wanted it to be a little bit longer. So I did not take very much of a hem and I didn't shorten it. So, yeah, and because I wanted it to be kind of like, I can go to the grocery store and reach something on the bottom shelf if I need to in this dress. And it's meant to be more casual like that. So, yeah, it's got 2 little like pleats right here at the shoulder. There's 2 darts in the back here. The facing was a nightmare and no pockets, which is fine. I don't always need pockets. Yeah, and there's just, this is with the sash off. It's a little bit like a sack, but I would probably never wear it that way. I got a waist, I may as well show it, right? So yeah, it was super easy, and the rayon was a little shifty to sew with, but other than that, it was fine. So yeah, so here we go. Right, super floaty, super lightweight, awesome for summer. Facing, horrible. Hated it. It was terrible. Okay. Okay. So what I forgot to mention in the video was that this dress has a zipper, and when I looked on Pattern Review, like just about everybody was like, I didn't put the zipper in because it wasn't necessary. So if I don't have to put a zipper in, I'm not gonna put a zipper in. I am not great at zippers. Like every single time I do one, like I feel like I'm having to learn it all over again. It's crazy. I just like, and then they rarely ever turn out great. So it's something I'm still working on. It's a skill that I just have to keep practicing and building, and I get a little better each time. Well, once in a while there's an anomaly in there where it's a total disaster. Anyway, so I took the zipper out. I kept the hem, like this dress pattern allows for a pretty deep hem, but I made a very small one because I wanted the length on it. I like slightly above the knee or below the knee, and I wanted to keep this one below the knee. So I just kind of like, once I started looking at it, I really liked the way it looked. So yeah, sleeveless. Yeah, this went, oh, the stuff facing. That was the other thing from Pattern Review. So I looked at Pattern Review before if you guys aren't using Pattern Review, you totally should be. It's an incredible resource where you can see if there's going to be a tricky spot before you even get to it. Just look at all the reviews on something you're about to make. So when I bought the pattern, I looked and saw the zipper thing, but I didn't pay much attention. And then while I was sewing it, once I got to putting the neck facing on, the construction that they were calling out was confounding to me upon first glance. And so I was like, that looks crazy. Let me go on Pattern Review and see if anyone else has anything to say about this. And sure enough, 3 out of 14 reviews, they talked about the weird way that you do it. Now, maybe I just don't know enough to know that that's totally legit, or it is weird and just no one felt like they needed to mention it. But basically, you've got the back part and then you've got the front part, and the front is a V-neck. It's a pretty deep V too, which is all good in my book. But if you're concerned about your modesty, maybe you want to take that up a notch. So the V, you sew the pieces together like you would any other neck facing, but at the bottom you don't sew the facing together like you would sew the rest of it. You sew the facing together up to a dot, but it's on like the, look, when you get there you'll understand. It's weird. Now, that having been said, once I thought about it, it made total sense to me. And once I did it, it actually was like I really liked how the facing went together here. The problem that I had was the back part of the facing did not want to lie down flat. Now, I have a tendency, and it is something that I try to address every time I sew. When I choose interfacing, I always go too stiff. Oh, I always do it. And I try to really, like, I have tons of interfacing to choose from, which my mom organized into separate things because she said she was sick of digging through a bin full of random scraps. So anyway, so I always, like, I know that I do it. And every time I'm in my interfacing bin, I'm like, do not pick that super stiff stuff for this drapey. I made that dress out of rayon. It's super drapey. Every time. Anyway, so that probably was part of my problem. Now, it just, it was, no, because it was weird in other ways too. So like, no one said anything about it. And I looked back at the pieces to see if I could find where I made a mistake, and maybe just like the way, no, because the okay, all right, I don't know. The part where the front connected to the back facing, the back facing was wider than the V, like, and so I had to trim it off, and I was like, that's not, I don't know, something went wrong. Something went wrong. And as usual with facings, something went wrong. So yeah, so basically this led to a moment on my, like 2 a.m. on Saturday where I was sitting in my sewing chair like this, just staring at the dress form that I had the dress on with this lumpy facing, just like giving it like some full-blown hate, like just, ugh. Do you ever get so angry with something that you can only just stare at it for a minute until you like leap at it like a tiger with like full resolve that it's gonna go your way whether the facing likes it or not? That's kind of where I was at, and eventually just attacked it with the steam from the iron, and it did what I wanted it to do. So but I would not say it was pleasant for either one of us. So yeah, but in the end the dress turned out really nice, and I am happy to have it, and I like it, and I'd probably make it again. I think maybe I would look into eliminating the facing, although I don't know if I'd be able, I don't know. I'll think about it. But that dress, I made it in a very casual fabric, but I think if you made it in something like more formal, that dress would look really, really cute as like a cocktail dress or going out like a date night. I think, man, that would look pretty cool. Okay, so let's move on. Butterick 5211. My new tried and true. Love this thing. Once again, I did the UB. I changed nothing. So yeah, it's basically would be the same as the last review I did. So you can go look at that for more detail, but it was pretty simple. I didn't do any facings on this one, even though the pattern calls for it. I just was like, no. And that's what I did the last time too, because I think the part that I had trouble with the last time was a facing. But I think I said all that in the clip. So this is my newly beloved Butterick 5211, becoming a tried and true right quick. I did the same exact thing as I did the last time. The only difference is I don't have the belt because I did not have enough fabric for that. In fact, I had barely enough to even get this one on, get the pieces for this on here. I actually ended up tapering a little bit at the sides because I couldn't quite fit it on the fabric. So I only had 2 yards of this rayon crepe from Style Maker Fabrics, and it was kind of a narrower piece, so I didn't really think about that. But I knew that it was what I wanted to use, so I just kind of like, I mean, there's a lot of room for tapering. We'll just go with that. Now, I did put the pockets in. This fabric is a little bit drapey for these pockets to really kind of like, they kind of just like hang down in here, and it might look a little weird right here because I pressed it funny. I'll have to fix that, but yeah, it's like extra pointy because I'm just dumb. So only in the pocket, but that'll come out in the wash. Yeah, so I love it. It's exactly like my other one, the blue and white striped one that I keep going on and on about. Just I have to choose my own belt for this. So yeah, I hemmed it. I measured the hem on the other one and just hemmed it exactly the same. So yeah, I really like it. It's very lightweight. It's very comfortable. It's just, it feels so good. So is the other one. I highly recommend this pattern. Even if you're even if you're like me and you're a little bit like on the curvy side, and so like shift dresses or like sack dresses have a tendency not to work for you, you wear the sash, wear the belt. It's the most comfortable thing ever. And then I love the neckline. So once again, this pattern, I eliminated all of the facings. I didn't even do the neck facing because that was awful. And I think now that once I pulled the pattern out and saw that it had a neck facing, I was like, oh yeah, that's why I was so frustrated with this pattern, because the facing was just going so badly. I think we have a theme here with me and facings. So yeah, I just did bias binding on all of them. Now, I didn't do like self fabric because I didn't have any, so you can kind of see peaks of the blue here. It was the lightest weight when I had like the closest match for like the drape of the fabric. So yeah, sometimes you can see it. I don't have a problem with that. We'll call it a design feature. It's the same way in my other one. Anyway, so, oh god, now I'm all over the place here. So yeah, so love it. No problems. Now this one I made the other one too, so Mom didn't do these, I did these. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm wearing right here. This fabric is cute. Style Maker. What? I love geometric. I love it. Sorry, my memory card got full and now I have no idea where I left off. I think I was talking about the dress I'm wearing. Yeah, it's super cool. It's super comfortable. It's very hot in my sewing room, but, well, less hot. My mom got a fan, but I have it turned off right now because it makes too much noise while I'm making videos. So, it's warm in here and I am cool and comfortable. So, yeah, highly recommend. If you haven't made it yet, get out there and make it. It's amazing and easy. I think from start to finish, I had this thing done. Well, okay, so it takes me like 100 years to do anything, so maybe like 6 hours, but for those of you super fast gals out there, or gentlemen, whatever, you could probably get it done in no time. So I just take forever. So yeah, highly recommend. Oh, this time I didn't put the button in the back. I don't need it. It's unnecessary in the dress, so you can go ahead and eliminate that if you want. And honestly, you could probably cut this back piece on the fold as well. So if you eliminate that button, you really don't, I mean, you could get away with having this dress if you take the facing out like I did, and if you eliminate the button and you can do it on the fold, like remove the seam allowance and do it, cut the piece out on the fold just like the front is. Psh, you could have this thing done in no time. That's 2 pattern pieces plus the sash, 3 pattern pieces. You can do this dress in 3 pattern pieces. Fantastic. Yeah, do it. Worth it. All right. I think that's it for today. I'm tired. It's time for bed. All right.